Hey, all, welcome to my channel. Unfortunately, I called it the way it was. I mean, if Bridges didn't come out like 4 out of 3 shooting from the 3-point line, I mean, honestly, that was more so because it's towards the tail end where it didn't really matter. 2 of 11 from for jump free throw, field goal attempts, basically. Quite honestly, Mikal Bridges, five draft picks, and this is what we're getting. The guy has to step up. He has to step up in this series. He has not, and that's the sad part about it. And we saw the same thing in Detroit and the same thing in Boston. He did not step up as he should have. Basically, yeah, there might have been some few defensive plays that he might have come up with, but outside of that, he hasn't really done much. He hasn't lived up to the billing of those five first round draft picks that we gave up. Um, I mean, honestly, this is a case where the Knicks will be lucky if they can get to a game six. The Knicks will be very lucky if they can get to a game six. The way things are going, Cat's probably going to be injured. He's probably going to be hobbled. It was interesting to see him come back onto the floor after he got injured. That he was trying to pull kind of a Willis Reed moment, but he's no Willis Reed. Let's be honest, he's no Willis Reed. Um, Brunson could only do so much. You can see the fatigue that is occurring with the Knicks. The fatigue was there. Fact is, Josh Hart got into foul trouble, fouled out. I mean, the dude was going in and out. He's doing the best that he can on it by himself, but he can't do it by himself. Brunson, he's he was going, shot for shot with Halliburton there for a while. It was pretty much going to be between them basically at that point. Problem was is everyone else had to step up. Cat Williams did not. Not Cat Williams. Carl Anthony Towns. Cat basically did not step up. I keep calling Carl Anthony Towns Cat Williams, but anyways, though he might be able to that. Anyways, Carl Anthony Towns did not step up as he should have. I mean, he did give you his normal 20, but reality is the sad part of the state is like the Knicks. The turnovers were the biggest thing, and Mikal Bridges was a good portion of those where he gave away a lot of those balls. And then you've got, of course, I mean, it was sloppy ball. Put it this way: the Knicks played sloppy ball. I don't know what Tibbs can do about it. Mitch Robinson, I hate to say this, but like he probably should come off the bench. Miles McBride probably was the lone outside of Brunson was probably the other lone player that was pretty much keep him into the game. And the fact that he has his defensive prowess was keeping him there as well too. I hate to say this, but instead of Josh Hart, maybe put in Miles McBride. Just put in McBride basically. McBride, Deuce, as well as Brunson together maybe might help out. Or three. The other factor is have McBride, have Brunson, and have Josh Hart there. Sit down, Mikal Bridges. Just sit down, Bridges, because like it doesn't look like he's doing much. Granted, he's there for defensive purposes as well too, but he's not doing as much. Halliburton was going to town on him. He's not. He's becoming a defensive liability at this point against Halliburton. He's not doing much. That or you switch Anunoby to Halliburton, but it doesn't seem like that's going to work either. So, from Tibbs' perspective, I don't know what I would do at this point, honestly, because it's not much you can do. Um, like I said, it'd be a miracle if the Knicks can. Not a miracle, but if it'd be a shock if the Knicks could get to a game six. It'd be a pure surprise and shock that if the Knicks can bring it to a game seven, but I highly doubt that's happening at this point. If the Knicks win this, win the series. It'd be a pure and absolute miracle, quite honestly, because realistically speaking, as Knicks fans, as a Knicks fan, I'm being realistic. Unfortunately, there's no way it's happened. We've seen it. They're not getting to the finals. They're not getting past Indiana. This is the second time where you think they should be able to beat Indiana, but they haven't. This is a team where the team was built around to get past Boston, but it was never built to get past Indiana, and that's the sad part of the state of affairs we're at. I hate to say this, but if Dante was still with the Knicks, it might be a different story. Dante and maybe Randall. I hate to say this, but Randall, as horribly as he is in the playoffs, with him and Dante versus Cat Williams alone, they might have done a lot more, quite honestly. Randall would probably be the number two man, but the reality is like you got nothing else at this point. Honestly, I wish the Knicks did not surrender Dante, but it is what it is. I mean, if the Knicks put it, I hate to say it, but like if the Knicks could have just surrendered Randall, a draft pick, and maybe not McBride because you need Deuce McBride at this point, someone else, and kept Dante, it might have been he might have been the fire that could help light up the Knicks to get past Indiana. He probably could have been honestly. Again, it all comes back down to the way the Knicks drafted and such. I mean, the fact is like they chose Obi Toppin over Halliburton. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. The other factors is like again, I'm looking back at it from this perspective. The Knicks should have gone Donovan Mitchell. If they had traded for Donovan Mitchell with Brunson in the backcourt, those two alone could have they probably would be in the finals for the next 2 3 years at this point. Let's be honest, they'll be probably here in the finals. We'd probably be in the finals. We would be talking about like getting past Boston, getting past Indiana. Donovan Mitchell and Brunson together would have done this. Yeah, you would need OG Anunoby some way, some form, but you probably could have gotten out with someone else at that point. Or OG2 being a free agent, they probably could have signed him at that point as well, too, quite honestly. So I'm not too concerned about that. But Donovan Mitchell would have been a great addition to the Knicks. The Knicks should have traded for Donovan Mitchell. The Knicks could have traded Halliburton, but it never happened. Honestly, I wish the Knicks could have made a trade offer towards SGA or even Luka Doncic. Quite honestly, if we'd seen Luka Doncic being available, I think Rose could have surrendered quite a few people. I think we would have surrendered Josh Hart. Well, actually, no, keep Josh Hart, McBride, maybe Mikal Bridges. I don't know whomever else you can trade to get done. To get him. Honestly, Luka Doncic with the backcourt of Brunson, you see what those two did. You saw what Luka Doncic did with Irving. You saw what he did with Brunson. 3 years ago. They got to the conference finals at that time as well too. So like, it probably could have been a different story at this point. Quite honestly, I don't know. Um, if the fear of like him being out of shape and also honestly, I think he probably would have been brought back into shape at that point. I don't know. It's hard to say. Again, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Let me know your thoughts. Put it in the comment section. Do you think the Knicks can win the game 6 or game 5? If they win game 5, would be amazing. Do you think they could get to a game 6 for that matter, or win game 6 at that point as well too? That would be interesting to see. But it all depends on Cat as well too. Again, leave a comment in the comment section. I do read them all and I do respond to them when they warrant a response. If you like my video, please hit the like button. If you like this content on the channel, please hit the subscribe. If you have already subscribed, I thank you for it. If you haven't, please subscribe. With that, I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, of course, always unrehearsed. Until next time.